Oh, come on now. We can do better than that. Hey, New Haven! All right. Happy Juneteenth! Yes. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for coming out and joining us, the official Juneteenth Coalition of Greater New Haven. Yes. I am Dr. Hanan Hamidjan, and I am the president and co-founder of the official Juneteenth Coalition of Greater New Haven and the founder and executive director of the Artucation Academy Network and Miss Hanan's Dance and Beyond. And I would love to introduce our coalition. Each person is going to briefly just say their name, their position, and the organization that they represent.
Iman Hameen, Events Coordinator.
Arden Santana, Board Member of Communities for Generations and founder of Sage Academy.
Shirley Violet Groupie.
Fred Christmas, Community Organizer.
Crystal Gooding, Chair Producer of Community Management Team.
Staff Sergeant Jeffrey Brunson, also Bud Mitch Media.
Attorney Cheryl Sharp. I'm with the Connecticut Commission on Human Rights and Opportunities, and I'm the Deputy Executive Director of the Commission Attorney.
Anna Mitchell with the Commission on Human Rights and Opportunities. I'm the Outreach Coordinator.
Justin Ellicker, Mayor New Haven.
Yes. And we have special surprise.
Boston Ben.
Yes, and the creator of the Juneteenth flag that we will be raising today. Yes. And one of our elder honorees as well, one of our past elder honorees. Yes, and we also have, of course, the International Festival of Arts and Ideas, yes, which houses us and has supported us since our inception of our Juneteenth. So right now, I would love for all of you to join us, and everybody is standing up for the most part. So I would like you all to join us. This is not a solo. This is a community singing of lift every voice and sing. Keyword, every.
Another keyword or two. One verse.
With the word.
Yes, the first verse. So, now we'll just have a brief history of Juneteenth by Iman Hameen. Okay, I said. So a brief history of Juneteenth. Actually, you know what? Let's all share it. What is Juneteenth? Because this is education. So what is Juneteenth? Yes.
The day the slaves became free.
The day who became free?
Slaves. The enslaved.
The enslaved. Who were enslaved? The enslaved what? So the day that the enslaved Africans became free. Who can add on to that? It's getting there. It's getting there. Who can add on to that?
From Texas, wasn't it? Texas.
The last of the enslaved Africans to be freed where?
Galveston.
Texas. What part of Texas?
Galveston.
Galveston. So what was happening in Galveston that made it so hard for the word to get out? Why was Galveston last? What is Galveston? It's an island. So that means, what did you need to get there? Could you walk? You needed a boat, right? So who had boats? Who had boats?
Fishermen.
White people, yes. The people who had the power, yes. And who else had boats? Who else had boats? Right, the Europeans, right? But who else had boats?
The masters. Soldiers.
The army, right? The military, right? So it was the soldiers, right? Specifically our African American soldiers, our Afro-descendant soldiers who stopped off in Galveston. They weren't supposed to go there. They were headed to Mexico. And they stopped off and they looked around like, wait a minute. What? Hold up. Y'all don't know y'all free? So they went back and they told General Granger, and then they came back. And what did they come back with? What did armies have? Weapons, right? So they came back with the weapons, and they came back with the order from General Granger that said that we were freed, and it was posted on the door of the church, and one of the pastors shared that, and that's how they found out that they were freed, the last of the enslaved Africans in the United States of America. So look at that. Collectively, we did it. Yes, we didn't have to go to our elders, right? Because we have it. The wisdom has been shared. So if we collectively put our minds together, we have the answer. Everybody has a piece. Yes? Which is what this is. Everybody has a piece. We're all a village. We're all one. Which is our theme for this year. Unity. Umoja, which is Kiswahili for unity. So that's what we're doing, bringing everybody together. And on that note of bringing everybody together, I'd like to bring our poet laureate, Charmin Influence Little.
So I was in conflict with myself about what I wanted to do, because this means so much, especially to my dad, who taught me everything I know about my history and things of that nature, that he's not here. So I talked to the doctor this morning and everything, and I was going back and forth what I was going to do. And what I end up deciding to do is to speak to you straight from my heart. So what I did was I gathered a bunch of words together, and I'm going to turn those words into a freestyle poem coming directly from my heart. So the words are as follows: Juneteenth, emancipation, enslaved, unity, peace, love, abolish, justice, legacy, empowerment, activism, equality, life, progression, and resilience. And I'm going to make a poem right now from these words. When you say Juneteenth, it makes your soul get inspired. It's the idea of being emancipated from being enslaved. But bigger than all that, Juneteenth is about our unity, about who we are as a people, about our progression, about how we have peace within ourselves to move on, to be empowered, to love ourselves despite everything that's been put on our shoulders, to abolish all the ills that have been put against us, the injustices, to build our legacy, to show how it feels to be empowered, to have empowerment. See, if someone told our kids that cooking crack was actually chemistry and bagging up a wet 150 to make 400 was the foundations of economics, maybe they will understand what being active in activism really is. See, because our life depends on our education, depends on knowing our history, on speaking to our ancestors and bringing back forth lessons of being progressive, because we are the most resilient. We are the most powerful if we put our minds to it, when we work together and we show our resilience and show how we could be progressive, enter into a positive life for equality, becoming activism in our own fight, showing our empowerment, building on our legacy for justice, abolishing everything negative put against us, showing each other love and peace and unity, so we no longer will be enslaved. We no longer need an emancipation because we free ourselves every day. Remember, we are a people of a long lineage that cannot be stopped if we depend and look inside and love and cherish each other. Happy Juneteenth, y'all.
Thank you so much for that. And
Look, another poet for me to communicate with. Poet, and I know it.
And emancipation and unity. Let's be mindful that also here in New Haven, Juneteenth was recognized as a holiday as a city before it was recognized federally. And that was thanks to the collaborative work of our mayor, Justin Elliker, the official Juneteenth Coalition of Greater New Haven, the National Juneteenth Observance Foundation, and other countless organizations across the country and in our city that have worked together to make sure this happened. And also Mayor Tony Hart, who helped to put that in motion prior to, who supported us as well. Yes, so without further ado, I would like to present our mayor with the other part of our coalition, right, who helps us to get this possible and supports our elder honoring every year, making sure our elders get a citation and a proclamation. So thank you for that.
Dr. Hamid, what are you doing putting me after Charmant? Nobody wants to go after Charmant there. He holds the space. He holds the space. First of all, can we just, these guys don't get enough recognition. Can we give a round of applause to our folks from the New Haven Parks Department for everything they do? And I also, there's a lot of amazing people here. Want to give a shout out. I saw Alder Streeter here, right there, and then Leslie Blateau from the Teachers Union. We've got our climate director, Steve Winter, and a ton of other wonderful people here today. Just want to give those folks acknowledgement as well. So we're not there yet, right? Juneteenth is not there yet, but this flag goes up to remind people about our history. And the reason that I made sure that a few years back this was a city holiday is because it's important for people to have space to acknowledge the history, to learn about a lot of people don't know about the history. Appreciate you walking us through that, and to create a time for reflection as well. Right? This is called Juneteenth. It's called Freedom Day, Emancipation Day, and we just heard about how on that day in 1865. Legally, the enslaved Africans were freed. But I would argue that even today, people are not experiencing full freedom. People can't be free if there is racism in our world. People can't be free if they don't have the opportunity to thrive. People can't be free if they're struggling to find housing, if they don't have equitable schools and resources in our schools. And I would say that in our society today, whether it's in New Haven, the state of Connecticut, or the nation, people are not fully free, and that's the work ahead of us. And so while it's important to reflect on how far we have come, and we have come far since that day in Galveston, but it's important to reflect on just how much work we have to do ahead of us. And we in the city of New Haven, as a collective, it's not just the folks working at City Hall, but as a collective, hold each other accountable. We push each other, and we push those at the state level to provide more resources. We're putting millions of dollars into supporting, in particular, brown and black businesses. We're increasing our funding to New Haven Public Schools, but we have so much work together to do there. And so I would say that Juneteenth is about reflection in the past, but it's also a call to action again, to work together to ensure that everyone truly is free in our society. That work is something that I know you all believe in, and let's do this work for many, many years to come together, because we have to ensure that everyone in our city has an opportunity to thrive. Thank you for letting me be a part of this, and I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Elliker. Thank you. So now, the details, right? This is what you came here for, right? The details and the flag raising. So, today, thank you for joining us for our flag raising ceremony. Coming up, we have, let's see who's been paying attention. What's our next event after today? Yes, the International Festival of Arts and Ideas. And what day? Come on, which day?
14.
June 14th. What day of the week is that?
Friday.
Friday, June 14th. What time?
7 to 9.
7 to 9:30. Yes.
girl.
Friday, June 14th, 7 to 9:30. Where? Right here on the green, right behind us, right across from that flagpole. We'll be right here on the main stage with our New Haven All-Stars, featuring the Keepers of the Culture Performing Arts Company, which is my dance company here in New Haven. And we have Manny James and Soul Collected and the Rashawn Langley Project. Yes, so that's going to be our Friday night, hosted by Bobby Ramos. And then what happens next, y'all? What's next? Saturday. What's the date?
15.
June 15th. What time? 12 to 5 p.m.
We
Yes,
want you out
for
there.
our festival. And this is our Juneteenth Village and Marketplace. So come out and support our vendors. We have a lot of people coming out with some beautiful, beautiful items to share with you that they've been working hard on. We have our Juneteenth Kids Zone, which features a whole lot of fun. Sage Academy in the house. Yes. Yes, we also have Ice the Beef, Kids Cook. We have our Juneteenth Artist Showcase. We have Tony Blackman and so much more. So in our Elder Honoring Ceremony, 2 p.m. on what part of the green? The upper green, right here between these two churches to our left. Right, so if you found us today, you can find us on Friday and you can find us again on the Saturday. So what are the dates? Friday, June 14th. What's the time? 7 to 9:30. And then what happens on Saturday? Our festival from 12 to 5, and our Juneteenth Marketplace will be open till 7 o'clock, so this way you can support your vendors as you enjoy the main stage performance that happens after our Juneteenth celebration. And this is our 11th annual Juneteenth celebration with our official Juneteenth flag raising ceremony. Thank you, congratulations to us as a community. We did that, yes, yes. And we have a new addition this year. From June 12th to June 19th, we have Juneteenth Restaurant Week. Yes. Yes. So this is something new. This has been spearheaded by Chandrea of Sandra's Next Generation. Yes. Yes. It is going to be fantastic. We have Jazzy's Cabaret involved. Yes, yes, yes. Would you like to share your specials and what you have? Sure. Good.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Hameen. So happy to be here and so excited to participate in the Juneteenth Black Restaurant Week. This is the first one, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Another historic event here in New Haven. My name is Jason Watts. I'm the owner of Jazzy's Cabaret, located downtown New Haven in the historic 9th Square District. And we are going to be showcasing a new menu item that we've never had. It's a Southern fried pork chop, baby lima beans, our famous honey butter cornbread, and white rice. So please come out on Saturday, June 15th? Is it Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah, June 15th, Saturday. We even have a comedy show and a live DJ that you can enjoy with your dinner. Thank you to all the restaurants participating, Chandrea with Sandra's Next Generation, and everyone. We're so excited. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So we want to make sure we know where to go. What's the other restaurants? Raw Juice Escape, Alexis.
We also have the 9th Square Caribbean Market. I don't know if Alicia is out here.
9th Square Caribbean Market. For the vegans.
Wing Madness.
Wing Madness. That's on Dixwell.
Mama Mary's in the famous.
Mama Mary's. Ooh, my goodness. I'm getting hungry just hearing this list. We can't start this today? Okay.
So we'll be posting everything on social media.
Yes, check out our sites. We have the official Juneteenth Coalition of Greater New Haven Facebook page. Also, everything is also on artsidea.org, which is the site for the International Festival of Arts and Ideas. And you can check out our individual Facebook pages for everybody in the coalition. And Stetson Library is also our home base. Our co-founder of our Juneteenth celebration is Diane X. Brown, who is the senior branch manager at Stetson. She wasn't able to be here with us today, but she's always here in spirit because she's the other half of this foundation. So, say it again. Oh, one more restaurant, Jordan's Mac and Cheese. Jordan's Mac and Cheese. So each restaurant has their day and their special, so you have to stay tuned. Yes, now, without further ado, are you ready to raise our flag? Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Fluker, William Fluker, New Haven's own legendary jazz trumpeter. Yes. Did that sound like they're ready? Did that sound like they're ready to you?
I said they can give it.
Okay, what do you guys Are we ready to raise the flag?
Is it a wonderful one? Yes, it is. Yes, indeed.
Yes. And once this flag goes up, it will stay up for 30 days. We connect the Independence Days, so it will stay up past July 4th to connect June 19th and July 4th. So for 30 days, join us and celebrate Juneteenth. Do what you need to do with your families. Come out and join us. And are we ready to raise our flag? Yes. Yes. How beautiful was that? Yes. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. Thank you so much. And just for more information, we have a jazz trumpeter play because the founder of the National Juneteenth Observance Foundation, Dr. Ron Myers, was a jazz musician. And he's the reason why we have Juneteenth as a national holiday. So in his honor, we include the jazz trumpet. Yes, for our flag raising ceremony. Yes. And our elder Ben, he would like to say one word. One word. Okay, one word.
So people say my voice is so loud I don't need a microphone.
But we want to get you on the camera.
Well, I'm coming back.
You want to make sure we capture this wisdom.
You know what I've learned a lot since being involved with Juneteenth. What resonates most with me is that when we all look around at each other, especially since I've come to New Haven again, I see people that remind me of other people. And so that kind of tells me we're a composite. We're a makeup of our ancestors. That's why we're here.
Oh, sorry.
We're here because of our ancestors, and we need to acknowledge them and honor them. And I'm not talking about just certain races, I mean humanity. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much. Any coalition members have anything they would like to share? Anything special?
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. This is a wonderful presentation, a wonderful event. It's so great to come together. I bring you greetings from the state of Connecticut, Commission on Human Rights and Opportunities. We're the oldest governmental civil rights agency in the nation. And so we are pioneers as a state. And the reason why we are pioneers is because we have individuals in our state who take it upon themselves to make a difference. And you're a difference maker. This is a great time to bring community together, a great time for all of us to recognize the contributions. It's not just that we are lamenting about our past, but we are encouraged about our future as we look into the eyes of the young people from, I believe it's Sage Academy, who are here with us today, taking all of this historical information in so that they then can be change makers and one day be standing here where we're all now standing, so that you can make a difference. And so the most important thing to me personally, as a state official, is that the voices of our children will resonate with us forever and ever because we have leaders like you. And I think that it's so important to acknowledge the contributions of our own community people that make a difference, because that is what propels us forward. So thank you for allowing the state of Connecticut to partner with you. It is our honor and our pleasure. Thank you for inviting us to the table and allowing us to have a seat, because you know there are many tables that we're not allowed to sit at, and even if we get invited there, we're not allowed to participate. But this is an open forum that you've created on one of our historical city's greens, and it is just breathtaking to me to be a part of this momentous occasion and to actually see the flag raised and to know that my ancestors and your ancestors and our ancestors at one point were stuck on an island and believed that they were still in servitude, in service to other people for free, for nothing. They were being dehumanized, and that it took our black soldiers to say this isn't right and we're going to go back and make a difference. And I know I've talked more than probably you wanted me to, but I just have this last message to the young people. You just need to make a difference in your little part of the world, and then it has this rippling effect that changes society forever. Because not only is this a holiday, right? The mayor has indicated it's important in New Haven, but this is now a state holiday. It's not just a federal holiday. It's not just the city holiday, but for the entire state of Connecticut, it's a holiday and it's a day of remembrance. So let us all join hands, hand by hand, and rock this nation and show that we are the examples of how all people, every person, because we have an array of people standing here, an array of people standing out there, that all of us can come together in the state of Connecticut, in this progressive state, and we can rock this nation hand in hand together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, and I would be remiss if I did not share for our Juneteenth Kids Zone, right? With that notion of focusing on the youth, we also have Diamond Tree, who will be there with her new organization. Yes, we also have the Patriot Cowboy, who is a black cowboy who keeps that tradition, and he teaches the technique and the history of that part of our collective history and story, and American history. Yes, so we have him as well. Yes, anybody else in the coalition have something they would like to share?
Hi, I just want to say, I want you to come out the 14th and the 15th and really celebrate what we're doing on the green. That's a big thing to us, to our coalition, that you come out and enjoy and celebrate what we're doing on Friday and Saturday. I mean, this is going to be big. Next year it'll be bigger, but we're worrying about this year right now. So we need all of yous to come out, celebrate with us, celebrate with our young youth. And Saturday's going to be about the youth and all of us getting together as one, holding hands and celebrating what our heritage is. So, with that said, come on out the 14th and enjoy yourself. And then that Saturday, please come out and celebrate what we're doing for New Haven. I want to thank you.
And on that note, I would like to share that we start our Juneteenth village. We always start with our drill teams and the drumming and libation with our New Haven's Babalao Anru. Yes, we'll be there to bless our ground, because what we're standing on, it was an actual auction block. Where we're standing right now, the New Haven Green was an auction block. And there are witness stones right across from us at the church. You can walk over after this and see it on the sidewalk. The last of the 2 enslaved Africans to be sold on the green, Lewis and Lois Tritton. Yes, and that's a history that was shared with us by Jill Snyder, who has presented with us in our Juneteenth celebrations in New Haven Hip Hop Conference last year. So that is why we also have it on this sacred ground as well. It's not just because we want to be downtown and in the city. We understand what the history of New Haven is, what our collective history, and from that, if we can be sold on this green, we can celebrate our emancipation on this green, and we can be united as a community moving forward on this green, so that way we can save our youth, because we have to stop our youth from going the path that they're going. And we know what happens here in New Haven. We don't have to speak on it. And we talk about what can get people to go to prison, but we don't talk about what gets people not to go, because there's a pathway that happens. I didn't happen by mistake. This was not by mistake. My mother took the time, my father took the time, my grandmother took the time to find the programs. They took the time out of their schedule to drive me from the Bronx to New Haven to North Carolina to Newark to wherever the programs were that was needed to satisfy what I needed as a gifted and talented African diasporic student. So I'm saying that because that's what Juneteenth is, and that's what this is. This is a place where we can come and bring our children, bring our grandparents, bring each other, so we can come and get this collective history and change that, and make sure that we are guiding our youth and giving them the platform of which they can present their artistry, in which they can safely present what it is they want to do and be curated and nurtured in that, whether it's in production, on the stage, off the stage, running the stage, buying the stage. Yes? 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 So for Juneteenth, our theme is what? Unity. It's what? Unity. It's what? Unity. All right. So I hope to see you all in unity on June 14th and June 15th. Yes, thank you. And thank you all for coming out today. Thank you, Coalition. Thank you, Mayor Elika. Thank you, my mother, Ima Hameen, who is our event coordinator. Yes, she likes to stay behind the scenes. Yes, yes. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The handler here. Juneteenth. New Haven Green. Love y'all. See you soon.